What's up, family? Welcome back to Truthville, USA. I am Q. Well, we knew it was going to happen. We knew that Biden was going to find another way to go after Donald Trump. The lawfare cases aren't working. They're falling apart before our very eyes. And even if they were to somehow get a conviction or get a guilty verdict, it's going to be overturned. As soon as these cases leave the states that they are in or go to a higher court, they're going to be dismissed or they're going to be overturned, those decisions. So Biden, seeing this in all of his infinite wisdom, along with his Department of Justice crony, Merrick Garland, they have now decided that they're going to go after Donald Trump in another way, and that is to use the power of the IRS. That seems to be the liberal playbook, right? If they need to go after somebody, well, I shouldn't say the liberal because several Republicans have used it too. If they need to go after somebody and they're having a hard time finding a way to do it, they always find a tax evasion or they find a tax loophole. That is the one way to take someone down, and that is what they're trying to do. Now, this is all surrounding a property, a Trump Tower property. It's a condo property that Trump owns in Chicago. Now, the problem here is that in 2008, Trump was so far upside down, which most reasonable people can understand how building a huge tower in 2006, 2007, and then finishing it up in 2008 with the financial crisis that we had, we could understand, most reasonable people, how that could probably deem itself worthless. It's not going to create a profit. And so Donald Trump took I guess you would call it advantage, tax advantage, and he deemed the property worthless. He lost $650 million on it, and he could not see in the foreseeable future how he was going to turn a profit with all the expenses that he had in it. And so he took that deduction. Well, in 2010, he did the same thing, but he moved the company from one entity that he had control over to another. Now, remind you, none of these things are illegal, and at no point did either one of the years did the agencies have an issue with it. They didn't contest it. Obviously, because of the financial crisis, they were looking at it and saying, well, it makes perfect sense. But now that Donald Trump has decided to run, they're wanting to go back and look at these things, and now they're saying that he owes them over $150 million. This is what happens when we start to use the IRS. And I changed it earlier because there's been conservatives that have done it before. We were okay with the IRS extending their powers to go after foreign entities. But now we get news that the IRS is expanding, and they're taking their attention away from watching the accounts and watching the spending of cartel members and potential terrorists, and now they are watching conservatives. Now they're openly admitting that they are going to be keeping an eye on people who question government and question government's ability to govern, specifically the Biden administration, because that is misinformation. So now the IRS, supposed to be glorified tax collectors, are going to be monitoring people's social media, monitoring people's comments to make sure that they don't say anything that could be deemed hurtful to the Biden administration. This is fraud. This is absolutely unconstitutional. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that the IRS should be able to look at people's personal lives, or do you guys feel that they are a menace? Comment below. I'll see you guys next time.